What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lorraine. I'm back again with another video of selfish therapy. If this is your first time, welcome aboard. Guys, please show your support by subscribing to my channel. Turn on your post notification bell so whenever I post new content, you will be first to know. If you haven't seen my last video, please make sure that you go ahead and watch it. Leave me a thumbs up if you like it. Drop a comment down below so that I can hear your thoughts on the topic. All right, you should already know what we're going to talk about today. I'll try to keep this video very short but sweet. Okay, guys, so tonight I wanted to talk about one-sided friendships. Have you ever had a friend that is more so of a taker and less of a giver? You feel like you're the one that's always giving, or you're just not sure what type of friendship you have. So tonight I just wanted to touch base on that. Before I get into that though, I wanted to see if I could, from my perspective, best classify the different types of friendship, because this is a word that is just thrown out there at times, and it doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. Let me say that. For me, it's a little bit weird. I'm very particular about who I call a friend. You know what I mean? And sometimes people are offended by that because they may call me a friend. They might, we met each other, we talk, and the next time they're like, oh, that's my friend. But for me, that I'm a little bit uncomfortable with that, because I consider my friend is, we have a deeper connection. And there's more to it than just saying, hey, I met you, I don't even know that much about you, but here we are. So when I think about a friendship, is I kind of like break it out into two separate categories. One is this is a where you could almost say this is your family, where you and this person, you guys have a deeper connection. It's a judgment-free zone where you guys could talk about any and everything. You could be yourself 100%. If you feel like crying, this is the person that you first think of to reach out to. And this person just knows exactly what to do to comfort you. That's who I consider a friend. I would consider that a friendship. But you also have the one-sided friendship where, you both say, okay, we are friends, but you guys are not on the same page. Where one person is just pouring into that friendship and the other person is just taking. So one is giving and the other one is just taking all the time. That's what I wanted to talk about tonight. How do you determine if it's one-sided? Because a lot of the times people might say, oh, you're just too sensitive, and basically dismissing how you feel, as if to say your feelings are not valid. But trust me, your instincts. Same way that in a relationship that something is off, is the same thing in a friendship, that that something is off, and you have to know when and how to address it, or know what you are willing to accept. All right, so we're going to talk about some of the ways that, first, you identify if you are in a one-sided friendship, and two, what are some of the things that you can do to either get out of it or address it. You know what I mean? Because one thing I would like to say before I go into details with that, having a one-sided friendship doesn't necessarily mean that the other person, which is the taker, that's how I'm going to call them. So having a one-sided friendship does not necessarily mean that the taker is a bad person. Yeah, you could say, oh, you're a bad friend to me. Doesn't mean that they're a bad friend to everyone else. Or sometimes this person that's what they're used to, and sometimes you have to teach them. I always say this, you have to teach people how to treat you. Not everybody understands what are your expectations, what are your boundaries, what are the things that you like, what is it that you don't like. And some people just don't think about things like that. So one thing I know is that if a person wants to be in your life, they will do whatever needs to be done in order to be in your life, and vice versa. Okay, so the first thing is you want to identify your feelings towards this friendship. Is it stressful emotionally, mentally, physically? You know what I mean? Is it a situation where you feel like it's so draining that you have to give more of yourself than you really want to give? Are you getting anything out of this relationship? You know what I mean? Those are the things that you want to pinpoint up front to say, you know what, this is definitely a one-sided friendship. I feel like I'm given way more than I want to give, or way more than I'm getting. Okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, ask yourself why. Why do you allow this person to treat you this way? And guys, this is not just only for one-sided friendship. You could use these principles to identify the type of relationship that you're in as well. All right? So you want to ask yourself, why do I stay? Why do I allow this to happen, or this person to treat me this way, or to just keep taking from me? Why? It could be something internally that you need to deal with. It could be the fact that, you like the attention. You know what I mean? Even though it drains you, this person makes you feel important. It could be a situation where you feel obligated to help this person. Whatever the reason is, you first need to figure out the why. Why do you allow this? You know how it makes you feel. It's not the greatest feeling. Why do you accept it? All right, so that's the second thing. Once you've identified one, that yes, you're definitely in a one-sided relationship and it's something that you want to change, now it's time to talk to that friend. Now, here's the thing. You cannot make a person do anything that they don't want to do. Okay? Likewise, that friend, if you are available for that friend to take from all the time, they're going to continue to take from you if you allow them to. So you have to figure out a way to find some kind of balance, or just set some boundaries. And that's the best way for you to figure out if this is a person that you want to keep around. Okay? So now it's time to talk to your friend. You have to give them an opportunity to change it. All right. So with that being said, you don't want to just go ahead and start, blaming them of being a bad person, because then what's going to happen is then everything gets lost in communication, because that friend is going to become defensive and, not necessarily hearing anything that you're saying. Right? So you kind of want to be very strategic with it, especially if that's somebody that you want to keep in your life, and just basically, explain to them, this is how it makes me feel. When you say that, now the friend might need to know why. What is it that I've done that made you feel this way? And then you also need to be prepared to possibly provide some kind of examples. You just don't want to, because when you're frustrated, sometimes you just talk off the top and it might not come out the right way, or, you might say some things that you don't necessarily mean. So you want to make sure that you are very upfront and very clear on what are some of the things that this person does that makes you feel the way that you are feeling, right? Now, you also want to go with some kind of solution, so be ready to explain what are your expectations out of this friendship, right? And I guarantee you, if this is a person that really wants to be in your life, they will make some adjustments. It may not change overnight, and it may not be 100% change, but I feel like any progress is progress. And, as time go by, it needs to be continuous progress. Not so much of you're giving all of you and getting nothing in return. All right. So I feel like that's definitely super, super important. You have to give that friend a chance to try and fix the disconnect that you guys have going on between you two. Because they may not even realize that there is an issue. They may not realize that you are even feeling the way that you're feeling because it's always been like that. And now they're in that's the comfort place for them. So if it's not broken, why fix it? So you have to educate them on what's happening, how you feel, and what needs to be done for it to be fixed. Now, the most important thing is that now that you have explained to this friend how you're feeling and what needs to change in order for you guys to stay friends, now, if that person makes the adjustment, then at least that's somebody that you want to keep around. But if you're getting the "this is how I am, take it or leave it" type of vibe, or yes, 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 I'm going to change, but nothing changes, then now you have to decide, is this somebody that you want to keep in your life? You know, it's, you have given them everything that you can. You have explained how you're feeling, and you've also provided solutions for you guys to work it out. And if this person is just not willing to budge or not willing to make any improvements on, you know, fixing your friendship, or doesn't display any sincere feeling about how they make you feel, or try to dismiss your feelings as not being valid, then now you have to make a hard call as to, am I just gonna leave it the way it is, or decide to walk away from this? And the one thing I want to make clear is that walking away from a friendship does not necessarily mean that you have to stop speaking to the person. You know, you guys don't have to get into, it doesn't have to be that kind of situation where you just never speak. What you're ultimately doing is just setting some boundaries for your peace, for your energy. You have to choose you. You have to say, hey, this is my boundaries, these are my expectations, I'm drawing this line, and if you want to be over here, then those things have to change. If they're saying, no, I don't care to be over that line, then fine, we could coexist. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, you guys don't have to ever speak again. What you're saying is that I am taking me back. I'm taking some of what I'm giving back. I am not going to just keep giving to you anymore. Right? And I'm just asking that you respect that. We could be cordial. We're just, unfortunately, if that's not good enough for you, then, you know, this time I'm choosing me. And you just want to be clear about that. You also have to prepare yourself that this person may not agree with your choices. They may not agree with your boundaries, and may decide, they might feel a little bit salty, I'm just saying, and might just be like, whatever, you know what I mean? You're acting weird, you're sensitive, and all these things. That's fine. So you just have to prepare yourself for that as well, and, you know, just be willing to accept what comes with you setting those boundaries. Just keep in mind that nobody's perfect. Everybody's a work in progress, and it takes time. It takes time, guys, for time and work for any relationship to get to where it needs to get to, right? And you both have to be on board. It can't be one-sided. One person cannot, you know, yeah, one person could row the boat, but, you know, eventually you're gonna get tired. You know what I mean? So you guys have, when you guys work together, that's, you build the strongest bond. Okay? All right. So guys, we have gotten to the end of this video. I hope that you've liked it. Just saying. Let me stop. Yeah, guys, so I hope that you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. You know, let me hear your side of it, if you know how you see it, and how do you deal with your friendships. Like, you know, do you think you're in any one-sided friendships? Do you feel like, oh, it's a pretty good balance? Are you really good at setting boundaries? You know what I mean? Are you setting too much? You know, is it you're just like a hard nut to crack? I'm just saying, I would love to hear your side, what you think, from, you know, just to hear from your perspective. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Turn on that post notification bell so you are notified whenever I post new content. All right, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my vlog channel, guys. It's still me all I'm doing is it's not going to be a sit down video. It's going to be like vlogs. I'm going to take you guys on experiences with me. You'll get to learn a little bit more about me and my family as well. So make sure that you're subscribed. It's called Lorraine's Lifestyle Vlog, okay? I'll link it up here so that you guys can find the channel really easily. And again, just show some support by subscribing. All right, so with that being said, guys, thank you so much, my family, for watching. Again, leave a thumbs up if you like the video, drop a comment down below. And with that being said, I'm gonna love you guys and leave you. All right, have a good night.